cumulative trauma, repetitive trauma injuries are not covered in Virginia. They're covered in almost every state. They're not covered here. Well, what's the difference between a repetitive trauma injury that's not covered and an injury by accident which is covered? I'll just give you some examples. So let's say hypothetically you're lifting boxes all day, and at some point during the day your back starts hurting. And you tell your boss, hey, my back's killing me. You go to the doctor, I was lifting boxes all day. You file a claim for workers' comp, turns out you need back surgery, and it gets denied. And you'll never win that case. Why? Because that's cumulative trauma. It's repetitive trauma. You know, you used language that made it clear that you were lifting many things. S was on the end, boxes. So anytime you see an S on the end of a job, you know how I got hurt, it's going to be hard to win that case. But let's just flip it around a little bit. The same person was hurt lifting boxes, and I'll ask them, well, was there any time, when did the pain start? Because all pain has a beginning and hopefully an end, but definitely a beginning. And they'll usually say, well, about 1:15, right after lunch, I was reaching up overhead to pull a box off a shelf, and I felt just a little pull in my back. And then I just kept working, and it just got worse over time. Well, when you gave the insurance adjuster a tape-recorded statement, did you tell him about that pull you felt in your back when you were lifting over your head? Well, no, I didn't, because I just didn't think anything of it. Well, if that's what you talked about, if you told them what really happened, it would have been covered. But because you didn't, they play word games with you, and they deny your case. Another example, let's say your job is to clear a field, and you're chopping down a tree. And during the course of that, your back starts bothering you. Again, not covered because it's repetitive or cumulative trauma. However, if you're swinging that axe and bam, you just feel like a lightning bolt go through your back and down your leg, that is covered. So it all comes down to how you describe your injury. Very seldom are you working all day and you sit down and you can't get up because your back is just killing you. Usually something happened to cause that injury. And so when we talk to our client, we ask them about that. The insurance adjuster, who's, they've been to school and training, they're taught to ask open-ended questions to get you to hang yourself and describe an accident that's clearly not covered. They will never follow up and say, well, did the pain start? Were you doing anything? Did you have anything in your hand when you were doing this? They just won't do that. Injured? Don't wait. Call 888-8888. Geoff McDonald Associates.